Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Morning Shot. Today we're talking to Donald Brown from WorldView. WorldView is, or unfortunately was, a YouTube channel that did interviews with a variety of people from all over the world, hence the name WorldView, and who held different views, of course. I was a guest on the channel myself. I quite enjoyed the content, and unfortunately the channel is no longer existing on YouTube. So I thought, let me just bring on Donald Brown, who controls and owns the channel, onto the show, just to see how on earth we can try get it back, because it was a very good channel and to my mind did nothing wrong. But maybe Donald has more information for us. Donald, hello, welcome to Morning Shots.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, the pleasure's all mine. Give us a little sense. What was WorldView, or what is WorldView about? The channel that you run.
So we interviewed many, and I just like to thank you for the honor of being on your show. Solly and I
Pleasure.
watched many of your content, and we enjoy it immensely. And so, Worldview is about interviewing a wider range of guests. We've had about 200 guests over a period of 2 years, and it's like 99% was not on a specific topic, you can say, or medical related. So it's very strange when our channel was terminated for this reason, because you couldn't say we're driving like conspiracy theories or anything medical. So primarily it was based in South African news, politics. I mean, our recent videos were with Professor Chris Milan about the nature of law in South Africa. Um, what's his name? Piet Kroukamp, political analyst. We talked about the imminent resignation of Ramaphosa. And yeah, it's all a pity that these videos disappeared. And yeah, there was also a Cape Independence debate that we spent a lot of effort into. But yeah, um, that's the realization. That's the matter we're currently in.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's important for people to understand. Like, you weren't like this, like, anti-virus sort of thing. Like, you just spoke to people with interesting ideas.
Yeah,
And one of those people
yeah.
that you spoke to and that I spoke to was Nick Hudson, head of Panda, very critical of lockdowns and things like that. I had him on my show, and as far as I know, my video is still sort of monetized and available. My channel hasn't been taken down or striked due to that particular interview. But with you, there was something very peculiar about that interview, namely because it is your most popular video ever. It's got over 160,000 views. And one would think if it stays on the platform that long with that many views, YouTube is okay with it. But give me the details of what exactly transpired there.
So what happened was, obviously, like you said, gained a lot of views, and it was like 6 months ago we did that interview, and for all intents and purposes, it was shadow banned. So I mean, if you search it on YouTube, you could not find that video. So it's very strange that I decided to go for that video, knowing the fact that you can literally not find it, and 160,000 people have already seen it. But more context is, so we realized that video was successful, so we invited Nick back. And because YouTube allowed a video, why would you think you couldn't speak to this guy again? Especially if the video went viral. And we covered subjects like the so-called horse dewormer and the medicine that Donald Trump used. And I'm not using those names, obviously, to protect your channel. But I mean, if it went viral, why can't you talk about the subjects again? So Nick Hudson came back. We did the interview, and it was immediately removed. So we thought the only difference was he talked about specific individuals too often. So we removed all references to these specific individuals, like a famous billionaire who started Microsoft and the leader of the World Health Organization. And the video stayed online for 6-7 days, and then it was removed again, this new edited version. And we appealed it. The appeal was successful. That's the craziest thing of all of this. So basically, YouTube said, okay, with the appeal successful, you can create a promo now because it was successful. So we created a promo of that video. It was instantly removed, and the appeal of that was unsuccessful. Then they went back to this new edited version, and they removed that video again, a video which we appealed, and it was reinstated, which is very peculiar. And with a month to go for 2 strikes to expire, they went up and dug up that interview we did with Nick Hudson 6 months ago that went viral, and they removed that as well. And yeah, and our channel, I just woke up one morning, our channel was terminated.
So For people who don't know, YouTube gives you 3 strikes, right? So 1 strike, it's like a warning. 2nd strike, you can't upload for a week or live stream for a week. And the 3rd strike is absolute termination of the channel. So the final strike was the video that went viral that has been on the platform for over 6 months. Is that right?
Yes, and shadow banned.
And there's been no communication from YouTube into how
Well,
on earth this happened.
I'm in communication with them now. I'm talking to a human because the bots and the algorithms are very useless. But I'm busy. I'm communicating with a human, and I think they're struggling to understand the specific logistical problem of all of this. I mean, like I told them, okay, I'll give you it. I'll tell you it's medical disinformation. But why give me 4 strikes essentially for 2 interviews? And why was the one appeal successful and the other one not? So can you just explain to me that? I'll give you that it's medical disinformation, all that crap. Just explain to me that part of the equation. And also on WorldView, what's the annoying part is we've had people like Professor Shabir Mahdi and even the former Prime Minister of New Zealand, Helen Clark. These people are pro vaccine mandates, pro lockdown. So, in terms of the entire image of worldview, we did have the opposite side on our channel to give the opposite view.
Yeah.
So you can't really say this was a channel promoting some kind of narrative. It's deliberately the opposite.
It's unbelievable because I know how much work goes into a YouTube channel, right? And the opaqueness of YouTube is the biggest problem, where people just don't know how they have run foul of their content guidelines or content policies. If you're a big YouTuber, you send out a tweet and YouTube like grovels and says sorry or tries to sort it out for you. But unfortunately for us, especially in South Africa, and with channels that are deemed to be small, there's not much we can really do. Like, what are your options at this point, Donald?
So we have everything backed up on Odyssey. So I sort of planned for this day because I know I've had dealings with these sort of people in the past. So I know it's once you're in that box, it's you can't really reason with these people. So I've everything backed up on Odyssey, and we're currently looking at merging with another channel. We're in discussions, and there's sort of a silver lining to all of this. This might be an impetus to launch something new, entirely new. It's sort of been an idea between Solly and I and someone else to do this for a long time, but this is sort of gain the impetus to really do this. And I think actually this it's sort of a scenario of Phoenix rising from the ashes. It's definitely not the end of worldview, the concept, or Solly Moeng or Donald Brown.
All right. No, that's good. That's good. I just hope you're able to sort it out because, as soon as you go off platform, it's very difficult for people to find your stuff. It really is. Because YouTube, the best thing about it is that it itself promotes your videos. If you're off platform, you have to find other ways to promote your videos to bring people into that frame of reference. All right, Donald. Yeah, I'm actually concerned now about my channel. So maybe I should just unlist Nick Hudson's video from
the best,
2 years ago.
The best advice I would give anyone in a similar situation, any YouTuber, if you have 1 or 2 strikes, go back and find any controversial videos, especially videos that have matters relating to COVID, and just make it private and demonetize it for the remainder of the strike's duration. So just wait for the strikes to expire, then you can make it public again and monetize it again. Because like the example we have had, they can literally dig up something 7, 8 months ago to get rid of your channel.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Can you give us a bit more insight into the Phoenix Rising scenario, or is that under wraps for now?
Okay, so the channel we're talking with is Nisport. It's an Afrikaans YouTube channel in South Africa, and it's very preliminary. It's the talk about talks. It's CODESA negotiations. So, I think everyone is sort of optimistic and interested in the idea, and I think it can definitely work. It's a lot needs to be hashed out, but you'll see imminently a few worldview interviews appearing on Nisport to entertain that idea. The Cape Independence debate and a recent interview with Rob Hershoff.
All right, perfect. And for those wondering, I will link it down below once Donald sends me the link after this interview. All right, Donald, thank you so much. Sorry this has happened to you, but I think it's important for people to realize, their favorite content creator can be taken out just like that for no real good reason. And hopefully you're able to either bring back the channel in some way or, as you say, make a phoenix rise from the ashes in some other way. But anyway, I hope whatever you do is very successful, and I hope it is as successful as WorldView was, because it's a great channel, well worth following.
Great, thank you, Roman, and enjoy your trip, your stay in Portugal. I
No,
mean, the
thank
view
you.
is amazing. I hope the rest of the trip is also as amazing as that view.
No, it's not too bad. I am quite homesick, though. All right, everyone.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.